when we talk about one of the things that we've been baited on since we started Recreate 68, and I'm a member of Recreate 68 and Fight Imperialism Stand Together, is the fact that we have our nonviolence statement mentions the fact that we support the right of self-defense of oppressed communities. And people had a problem with that. People had a problem with that. And the question is, to me, is what do people do when violence is perpetrated against them? Even Martin Luther King Jr. said himself that in the face of a great evil, he would abandon his pacifist principles to fight and destroy that great evil. We have that right to defend ourselves. It doesn't mean that we have to pick up guns or bricks or rocks and knives. It means that whatever we have at our disposal, when somebody wages war against us, we have the right to say, no, we are not going to sit there and let you kill us. We do not just sit down and die. We stand up. That is what we are doing today. We are standing up. We are not violent people. Nobody is being violent out here in the crowd today. But this is a form of fighting back. And when we fight back, we have to say that this is bigger. This is bigger than just the war thousands of miles away. The war in Iraq is an extension of the war against the Palestinian people. The war in Iraq is an extension against the threats made against Venezuela and Cuba and North Korea. It's an extension of the war against the African people and people of Latin America, and it is an extension of the war in the oppressed communities, in the barrios, in the ghettos, in the reservations, and the pueblos that happens every day.
Viva Cuba!
And so when we stand up and we fight back, we have to say, first and foremost, if you are white, and I'm not knocking white people, but if you are white, the greatest thing that you can do is show solidarity. And showing solidarity is not telling people, no, don't do it this way. It is not telling the Iraqi people, no, you shouldn't fight that way. It's ugly. No, it's saying, we understand that bombs are ugly. We understand that the sanctions for 12 years, that's ugly. However you determine that you have to fight back, damn it, we support you. And we will stand in solidarity with you. It is not to say to black people that when the cops come to your door and break down your door, you don't have a right to fight back. Damn it, it's to say we understand. Because it's been 400 or 500 years of oppression of dark people in this part of the world.
Right.
And people have had enough. But if you look at what's happening today in this country, millions of people being kicked out of their homes, being foreclosed on, most of them people of color, most of them preyed upon by predatory lenders, most of them giving rates to buy their home at 2%. After 3 years it jumps up 2, 3, 4, 5 times of that original loan payment that they were paying.
Yeah.
You have, in this year alone, almost 1 million jobs that have been lost. You have civil liberties over the past 8 years that have been taken away from people. They have, at the Pepsi Center, we'll see it today, they have I don't know what you want to call it, a cage that they expect us to walk into and protest. This is what they say democracy is. It's a sham. Let me tell you something. Just because you change your face every 4 years don't mean you got democracy. Just because you change a damn face but nothing ever really changes, that's not democracy. That's a sham. And the only way we can put an end to that, is to tear the system down. We turn the world upside down. We are here today because we believe in a topsy-turvy world. A topsy-turvy world. A world where you have the bottom layers who are in control of society. That is what we are for. That is what we have to build. And the greatest way that we can build that, is that wherever there is oppression, we be there.